So if I have to add these two lists, does it work if I make it as a list? If I make this also as a list, it works. So let us see. So what is my list one? List like 10, 15, hello, and 4.5j. And if I want to add this also to my list, add this also to my list, then we can do this. And we can add this. And if I do print of list one, like remember this, I'll explain you shortly what this is. So if I do this one list one plus the output is we are getting 10 again. But if I print off list one, it shows only this one because we are only adding this one, but we are not adding this output to my list. So if I want to add my 10 to list one again, then how will I do it is my list one equals to list one of 10. So if I do print of list one now, if I do print of list one now my list one contains 10 as well. Now my list one contains 10 as well. So if I do same thing, if I do instead of 10, if I say hi, now my list one contains hi again. So if I do directly like list one plus a list of 10, it will add the elements, but it will not save the output to my list one again. We are not saving it. So when I do list one equals to list one plus this one, what I'm doing is I'm saving this output. Whatever the output is, I'm saving this to my list one again. I'm saving this to my list one again. So what exactly I'm doing there is if I do list two equals to list one plus remember guys, these are list one, this last output, not the above one. So this last output including high is my list one now. Okay. So if I do instead of hi and everything, we have good morning, right? Okay, we have something like good morning. If I want to add this, and if I do print of list instead of list two, let's just say list 10, list 10. So now I have good morning also. So what I'm doing here is I am uh, calculating this one. I'm adding good morning to my list one. So I'm adding good morning to my list one. Once I add it, I'm creating a new variable. What is my variable name? List 10. I'm creating a new variable by name list 10 and I am adding this value. I'm assigning this value to my list 10 using assignment operator. This is a value, this is my variable and this is the assignment operator. I'm using this to assign the value. So here also what I'm doing is I have this value list 1 plus 10 and I'm creating a new value list 1 by, and how am I creating? By adding this value. So what I'm doing is I'm overriding the value of list one, whatever the value is, by creating a new value called list one. So this might sound a little confusing, but it is quite straightforward. So here I'm replacing the value. So that is all I'm doing here. Okay. So now let us look at some of the other operations of a list. So and again, yeah, before we go, let me do my list one. So what is my list one? This, and if I do list one of list one star 10. So remember, just like string, it also prints 10 times. It also prints 10 times. So it starts from 10 to it ends with high. So this is one more thing. Yeah. So this is one more thing like that. You can see it will be 10 times. Yeah. So let us look at some of the functions of a list. So there are few functions that are quite important. We'll look at that. So let's to when if it is a string, when I said it is a string, so to look at all the available functions, what I said is I'll put dot and I'll enter tab key. If I enter if I press tab key, I'll get all the available functions that we have seen. So my kernel is busy. Let's give it a couple of seconds more. Yeah. So we got capitalize, case, fold, center, etc. A lot of things like replace, split. Somewhere it will be there. Yeah, split is there, and then join will also be there somewhere. So similarly, if I want to check all the available functions of a list, I'll say list whatever the variable that I want to do. I'll say dot and then I'll press tab so I can see here. So here we have functions like append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, sort, etc. So let us go through all of these ones. So the first one is clear. So what does it do is, so let me just say print of list one. Okay, my list one dot clear it did not give any output. But if I do print of list one, then my list is completely empty. So this is what clear does. Clear completely removes everything from our list. Okay, so what is the second function that is available? So first one is append. Append is very important. I'll explain append shortly. Then let us look at count. Count again, just like string. If I want to count the number of occurrences, I'll use this one. If it's a count of 10, it will check how many times 10 is repeated in the string. Here the number of times 10 is repeated is 2, so it gave 2. If I say something like 100, which is order, it gives 0. Again, this is self-explanatory. Okay, so the next is extend. Extend and append are a bit similar, so I'll explain again after we go through it. So next is index. So index is, if I say index of 10, if I say index of 10, it says 0. If I say index of, let's say 15, it returns the index of whatever the element is. So if I say index of high, if I say index of high, it returns the index of high. Simple. And the next is insert. So insert. So remember that this is my list. So this is what we have. So if I want to insert any element to list, then either the one way to do it, we have seen it above. So I'll create one more list. I'll create one more list, and then I'll reassign my entire list. The output I'm reassigning to my first list. So list one plus high, I'm assigning everything back to my list one. So this is one way to do it. The other way to do it is list one dot insert. Instead of we have hi hello, so let's just say hey there, hey. Okay, and then mm, okay, so okay, I'll explain insert shortly after I explain append again. So there's a small thing that I need to explain you, so I'll explain append and I'll come back to insert again. Or if that's okay, that should not be any value. So what it's saying is, here where should I insert? It doesn't know it. I said like insert this somewhere, but I did not specify where exactly should I insert. So that is what it is saying, like where should I insert. So if I say if I want to be inserted here between 15 and hello, then I'll say specify 2. If I say 2, then it will specify what I am specifying the index here. So I am saying insert it between 15 and my 0, 1 and 2, right? So if I say 2 of high, then it will say it will insert it at that particular index. So 10, 15, hey, hello. So that is what insert does. So insert specifies two things. Like first thing is exactly at what position should I insert it, and secondly, what is the value that I need to insert? What's the value that I need to insert? Let us look at remove first. Remove of what I want to do. I want to remove high. Okay, I removed it. So if I do print of list one, don't have high again. So what is pop is, let's go back a little. So when where did we start our yeah, right, from here onwards, from insert onwards, from index onwards, we have started doing it. So there are like functions like count, index, etc., that will return whatever the count is. Count will return the count, index will return index, etc. As soon as we started looking at insert, what happened is, if you notice one small thing, whenever I did list one dot insert, earlier I said I'm doing list one equals to list one plus something like this, and I was doing something like this, list 10 equals to list one, etc. I'm not doing something like list one equals to list one dot insert, etc. So like 3 comma like this. I'm not doing something like this, because even if without doing it, list one, whatever the insert I'm doing it, I'm actually printing it. I'm actually storing it in my list one. I'm actually showing it in my list one. I'm not assigning the value back to my list one. So this is insert. So same goes with remove as well. So I'm not saying list one equals to list one dot remove of high. I'm not doing that. When I directly did remove of high or insert of something, they're actually inserting it back to my list. They're inserting back to my list. If you noticed it. Same goes for reverse as well. I'm not saying like list one equals to list one dot reverse. When it did list one of reverse, it reverses my string automatically. But when it comes to pop, what pop does is pop will delete. Pop will delete elements. It's just like remove. Pop is just like remove. But the difference is when I said remove for list one, this was my list one earlier, and then when I said remove of high, so we got this one. High is no more there. But when I say pop, when I say pop of, let's say hello, pop of hello, look at the output. Sorry, I should pop. I should actually specify the index, not hello. For remove, I should specify hi, hello, etc. For pop, it should be 0, 1, 2, etc. So if I say pop of hello is my 2, okay. Look at my output. My output is hello. So that is what pop does. So pop, whenever it deletes, if I do print of list one, if I do print of list one, it will delete it. It is just like remove. It is just like remove. Only difference is when I did remove, it is not there is output here. But when I do pop, it returns something. Like look at the output. It returns something. So if I do something like my x equals to list one dot remove of 23. If I do remove of 23, and if I do print of x, see print x give none. If I do print of list one, 23 is no longer there, right? So, but if I do pop, if I say x equals to list one dot pop, list one dot pop of, what do I want to do? I want to delete hey. So I'll say list one pop of 2. Now if I do print of x, so it gives hey. So see that here when for remove it gave none, but for pop it gave the output. And again, if I do print of list one, here there is no difference. So here there is no difference. Earlier for remove as well as for pop there is no difference. The only difference between remove and pop is that pop not only deletes the element, but it also returns the deleted element. So this is one of the interview questions. So what is the difference between pop and remove in terms of list? So the difference is both will remove the items. The first difference is for remove will pass the elements as it is. Will pass the elements as it is. For pop will pass the index, not the element, but the index. So that is the first difference. And second is remove will not return anything. Remove will not return anything, but pop returns the deleted element. Pop returns the deleted element. Remove doesn't return the deleted element. So this is the difference between remove. So what are the other thing that we have? Reverse and sort, right? Reverse and sort. Reverse is again self-explanatory. Sort also like kind of self-explanatory. Both are okay. If I do print of list one, my entire list is reversed, 10, etc.